I did all this myself, all this stonework.
Did you do this fence?
all this stonework, and then underneath is a canal for drainage that I did.
Oh my gosh!
I was only 50 years old when I came. I mean, I had energy.
Yeah.
You taking a million pictures?
I think. No. I'm documenting
It's
this.
good to see you, great guys. I mean, what the hell? I hear about you going out to dinner with Rob and everything. And what are you doing?
I'm filming.
Oh, we're done. Yeah, we're done. I checked this morning over there, so there's probably some here we go. You step on them too. You step on them. Look right here.
Yeah.
Here's a great patch. And this is the outer.
Yep. The outer husk.
And then this, when you use a nutcracker,
Yeah.
you got to be very careful because if you get a little tiny piece, you could break a tooth on this.
Oh, it's very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. I do it when I'm watching TV, you know, like the news hour or something,
Yeah.
and I'll fill up a whole tablespoon. I usually do 3. I'll open 3.
This is a lot.
Yeah, I'll open 3 of them and dig them all and fill a tablespoon, and then that goes in your mouth, the whole, the meat of 3, for the best taste.
Not 4.
You could if you could fit it on the spoon.
And 2 isn't enough.
2 is kind of skimpy. 3 fills a tablespoon nicely, heaping tablespoon. Yeah. 1, you're craving more with 1. Yeah.
And this shell is really.
But I'll give you a whole bag of them.
All right.
Do you want any, Phil?
No.
I knew you were going to say no. I absolutely knew it. But look at that one.
That's a monster.
Isn't that?
tree.
That's my favorite.
Wow.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite hickory tree.
Yeah, that's a beauty. As soon as we pulled up, I looked at that. Just that's
Really. And the shag bark is so beautiful.
yeah.
Amazing.
There's
Yeah.
no other tree like that in North America that I'm familiar with that has that bark that flakes down and flakes up.
And flakes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the shape of the hickory leaf. Everything about the tree is fantastic.
The way the leaves are arranged, every now and then the wind will hit, and you'll get one going like this. The wind will hit it. Every year I see it. It's got to be positioned just right, and the wind has got to be just right. But I see it just about every year, that wiggling.
Do you know what the Latin name is, the genus for this?
I don't. I wish I did know.
Caria.
Caria.
Carya.
Caria.
Come on, I'll
Wow.
carry you over there. We'll get some nuts.
Okay. Hickory nuts. Not many animals can cling to this wire. But like if it's a rope or something, the chipmunks, they would raid my stash, chipmunks, regularly. And now, no.
Identify the wire.
AT&T telephone wire. Oh man, I would find AT&T wire. In fact, I did for Cachaguitas Company, Brunspack in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I painted they would throw out I went through their dumpster every day, and there would be computer wires, which is the same. The computer wire, if you tear it open, it's the same as AT&T.
Copper.
Yeah. But thin like this. For binding stuff, do not throw this wire away. I would keep it to use for, it's strong and thin, but animal proof. And this apple tree, bumper
loaded with
crop
fruit.
this year. A lot of, I got a bunch they're rotting in the base.
Applewood will scent your room with an incense-like perfume.
It's true too, yeah. It starts with beech, right? Beechwood?
Beechwood.
Yeah, read it, yeah.
Beechwood fires are bright and clear.
Yeah, read it out loud, yeah.
If the logs are kept a year.
Yeah.
Beech and fir logs burn too fast, blaze up bright, and do not last.
They do too, yeah.
What keeps you going?
I don't know. Nature, everything. Nature never bores me. You would think in the spring, oh no, here's the irises again. Oh, those no, every year it's exciting. And when you plant a seed and it breaks, you're filming me, right? When it breaks the ground, it's miraculous. And then you see this thing growing that eventually is going to give you stuff to eat. This tiny little seed that you saved. You didn't go to a nursery and buy it already growing, you know what I mean? You saved it, which I do in the fall. You stuck it in the ground.
You can't get an app for that.
You can't get an app for that. And
Connection with nature. I'm the same way, John. I don't get bored ever. I've been going to Central Park for 30 years.
You're the Central
30.
Park guy, I
Yeah,
know.
and it's, you know, it's an urban park, but it's an oasis of nature because it never stops changing. Every season, I'm like a kid at Christmas opening a gift. It's amazing.
I was thinking of, spray painting them.
Yeah, they're really,
Yeah.
they are something really elegant about them.
Yeah. French.
Yeah.
I think of like Louis XIV or something. Fleur de lis.
Poplar gives a bitter smoke, fills your eyes and makes you choke.
That's a nuthatch.
Yeah.
I love that sound. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the varieties of nuthatch, but that sound is great. Right? I remember planting that. I said, this is going to stop anybody from even though it's my property, they still might want to use that area. I let spiders go. I have all kinds of spiders that I got this gigantic spider. He's about like that. He'll come out at night every now and then and go crawling across the living room floor. I'm always amazed. I turn the light on and I'll try and touch him just to, even when your finger gets close, it freaks him out. And he'll go running. But he's gigantic. And I do not know where he lives where in the house he lives. But yeah, I tend to like spiders because they catch annoying bugs in their webs and eat them. Yeah. I feed them sometimes. If I'll catch a bug and throw it in where I know there's a spider web, yes. And then I'll watch them.
I used to do that as a kid.
They suck the juice right out of them,
Watch the spider come out.
So cool, yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of spiders. A lot of people skeeve them, that thing.
Interesting, because willows don't often last a long time. They grow super fast, but they don't last.
This has been here, well, I'm 31 years, and this was big when I moved here, so...
It's getting enough water, they like wet feet, they say. Willows
well,
grow
sometimes I'll let I have a gravity irrigation system. Mm-hmm. There's a spring up there, and I have gutters and hoses, and it comes all...
This is getting water.
And I let it run onto the willows. If there's a dry spell, I'll let it run.
Yeah, this is a beautiful... You can tell it's been around.
And that guy's pasture, I've got this fantasy that I want to go find him, go to his house and say, get in my car. I want you to come sit here and look at your pasture like you've never seen it before. I'm going to do that one of these days. Wouldn't you love that if somebody came to you and you own that pasture with the cows and then somebody took you over here and said, look, there's your pasture from a distance. Because I think of him all the time. I love it when the cows, I don't think they're out. You got your binoculars with you?
Yeah, there's cows out there.
Yeah, there they are, yeah. Sometimes my glasses if you do that. I found that at that camp in the dump. They had a dump there and I found that. I brought it back and Otto, my neighbor, welded on that hook. And when you hit the very edge of it, it challenges the edge is the best. Ooh, just missed. But that's what that pile of rocks is for. Shit. Well, I can do it this way.
2-0.
No, wait. Let me do it this way. So it's the sound. Yeah. Isn't that great? Is that not great?
Elmwood burns like the churchyard mold.
That's the one I like, yeah.
In the very...
The V is apostrophe. That's poetic. In the very flames are called. That's it. I'm not reading the whole thing.
Do you have a favorite bird, John?
It used to be chickadee, but I think it's robins. because they're so friendly. They kind of like humans, robins.
They do.
But they don't like you getting too close to them. I try to get friendly with a. You know what I think would be like winning the Oscar? To have a bird befriend you.
Yeah.
What you talk about? I don't think that happens to anybody. I mean, you can coax them into being your friend, but to out of the wild, just to befriend a human, it's unheard of, I think.
They're smart.
That's exactly it. Yeah, very smart. You know, we underestimate the brains of creatures, including the tiny ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We think we're it. Yeah. Yeah, squirrels are pretty cool. I miss them. Right now, the normal year would be 6, 7.
I mean,
of them
early
up and down the
spring.
trees.
And here it is, October. It was a nightmare, but shocking. For days and days and days, I couldn't see out of any of my windows. They were all
I cut
frosted.
that one down, but it's not dead. This is what I like about nature too. From the stump last year, I was cleaning up the garden, and I take my tomato plants when they're done, you know, and put them on the compost. And there was this cocoon.
Tomato hornworm moth.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought it was. But when I get a cocoon, when I
Yeah.
find a cocoon, I bring it in.
Yeah.
So I had it in the kitchen, you know, thinking some bug's gonna come out of it so one day, this is in the winter. Was it in the winter? It might have been around this time. I can't remember exactly when it was, but I walking in the kitchen and there's a monarch butterfly in my kitchen.
Whoa.
Came out of this because they usually put them on milkweed because whatever comes out will
Eat the milkweed.
eat the milkweed.
Wow.
But this was a butterfly, a full-fledged butterfly in my kitchen. I went, holy shit. So I left them overnight, and then, you know, I didn't want them in the house, so I took them on my finger and brought them outside.
Yeah.
They go to Mexico, and
Yeah, they migrate.
beautiful, so beautiful.
Oh,
but
and they're
the-
fresh.
I felt honored, too. I had this feeling like, for a monarch butterfly to be born in my kitchen, I mean, does it get any better than that? I don't think so. Right, Phil? Well, there might have been one year in this lower one, but there's an auto house on that side too.
Wow.
So I'm just gonna open this front door so you can see my barn. This is another garden patch there. All that fencing's from Rob from Lafayette.
Is it?
It's from Lafayette, New Jersey, yeah. When they sold the house and I bought this. He gave me this tractor. My tractor. John Deere Sabre.
Oak and maple, if dry and old, keep away the winter cold. But ashwood,
There it is.
wet and ashwood
Dry.
dry, a king shall warm his slippers by.
Is that not a great poem?
Anon. That's a good one.
It tells you the truth about wood. You know, burning
I
wood.
want to
yeah.
copy this.
Yeah, copy it. Yeah, or just take a picture. With
Yeah.
those. You guys can take pictures with those cameras.
You proud of your barn, John?
Very proud of it. I saved it. The Amish put a roof on it. I paid them, and yeah.
Did you ever think you'd own a barn?
I never thought I'd own a barn. And hold on, I never thought I'd own a pasture. And yeah, any of it. Hickory trees. Come on.
Man, beautiful.
Isn't this beautiful? It's called the mullein. And I call it the moccasin plant because I read somewhere that Indians, if you feel this,
Yeah.
they would put it, that's why I call it the moccasin plant. They would put it in their moccasins.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Dr. Scholl's.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but look, this came up just by itself. Yeah, I didn't plant that. And it because it's not getting enough sun, out in the sun, it gets a stalk like this with beautiful yellow flowers,
Yeah.
Tall.
Right.
Yeah, I love them. One time I had a hole up there. There was a hole for some reason, about 10 of them all together, and they were beautiful. But yeah, the fact that it came up on the patio is great. I'm wondering if it's gonna. I think it might make it till spring because it's warmer here when the sun hits the rocks and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday, John.
Oh, thanks, Phil. Yeah, 81. Not feeling it. Thank God.
So, what makes you think your memory's going?
I'm thinking of people I used to know in college, and I can't remember their names. And yeah,
Do you remember the woman who used to mend your socks at the orphanage?
Hattie Ostrander. Yeah, and remember Miss Scoville? Certain names I remember, Phil. Yeah.
Yes.
It's really funny how the brain, you wonder, why do I remember Hattie Ostrander and Miss Scoville and not a friend of mine in college? You know?
Talk about Hattie. This is for your brother watching, because he'll, I think he was amazed last time, I think for your 70th birthday, you talked about her and he said, I can't believe you remember her name.
Yeah. I don't remember anything about her except she was very matronly and wonderful, but she would darn our socks, darn the holes, and I'd bring her a load of clean socks with holes in them, and she would give me the ones that were all darned. Yeah.
And where was this again?
Masonic Home, Utica, New York. Yeah. In fact, I got a book of the Masonic Home. Oh my God. Yeah, I just found it the other day. It was some reunion they all gave us the book, and I'm in there.
By name or a photo?
No, there's a bunch of us in front of a Christmas tree. Like, when we were kids. If you're interested, I'll show it to you. Yeah, the beautiful photos, Victorian buildings, and yeah, it's an interesting book. The Masons, they had money back then. They don't anymore, I don't think.